The Battle of Actium. The Battle of Actium, fought off the western coast of Greece, marked a turning point in Roman history. On September 2nd, 31 B.C., Octavian won a decisive naval victory over the forces of Mark Antony and Cleopatra, Queen of Egypt. Before their armies could be completely crushed, Antony and Cleopatra broke through enemy lines and fled to Egypt, where they both took their own lives the following year. The conflict traced its roots back to the assassination of Julius Caesar in 44 B.C., which plunged Rome into civil war. To restore order, three powerful figures formed the Second Triumvirate: Octavian, Caesar's adopted son and heir; Mark Antony, one of Rome's most accomplished generals; and Lepidus, a senior statesman. The empire was divided among them, with Antony taking control of the eastern provinces, while in Asia Minor he summoned Queen Cleopatra to answer accusations that she had aided his enemies. Cleopatra, who had once been Caesar's lover and the mother of his son, Caesarion, Little Caesar, arrived dramatically at Tarsus in 41 B.C. aboard a lavish barge, styled as Venus, the goddess of love. Just as she had enchanted Caesar, she captivated Antony, and he followed her to Alexandria, where they spent the winter together in luxury. In 40 B.C., Antony returned to Rome and married Octavian's sister, Octavia, in an effort to preserve their political alliance, but the relationship continued to unravel. By 37 B.C., Antony had parted from Octavia and reunited with Cleopatra in Syria, where she presented him with twins born during their separation. Rumors spread fueled by Octavian's propaganda that Antony had formally married Cleopatra, violating Roman law forbidding marriages with foreigners. Antony's failed military expedition against Parthia in 36 B.C. damaged his standing further, though he scored a temporary victory in Armenia 2 years later. To celebrate, he staged a grand triumph in Alexandria, parading with Cleopatra and their children on golden thrones. Their children were even granted royal titles, which many Romans interpreted as Antony's attempt to shift the center of power away from Rome and into foreign hands. By 31 B.C., Octavian openly declared war, not on Antony directly, but on Cleopatra. Many disaffected Romans rallied to Antony's side, but Octavian's skilled commanders gained the upper hand. The decisive confrontation came at Actium, where Cleopatra eventually broke away from the fighting and sailed for Egypt with 60 ships. Antony, abandoning the battle, followed her. Their demoralized fleet soon surrendered, and within a week Antony's land forces also gave in to Octavian. Octavian pursued them to Egypt nearly a year later. Surrounded in Alexandria, Antony heard a false report that Cleopatra had died and fell on his sword. Mortally wounded, he was brought to her side and died in her arms. Cleopatra, unwilling to submit to Octavian, attempted to sway him but failed. Choosing death over captivity, she ended her life most likely by the bite of an asp, the sacred Egyptian serpent. Afterward, Octavian executed Caesarion, annexed Egypt into the Roman Empire, and distributed Cleopatra's immense wealth to secure the loyalty of his troops. In 27 B.C., he took the name Augustus and became the first Roman emperor. His reign ushered in decades of peace and prosperity, lasting until his death in 14 A.D. at the age of 75.